Hi everybody, today we will dive into the memory of the company sniper of the 57th Guards Rifle Division, Gradienko Natalia Borisovna. The Battle of Stalingrad was lost by the Nazis. They rolled further and further west. Tension, bitterness and anger reached their maximum limit on both sides. At the beginning of 1943, there were bitter fights near Kharkov. In history, this battle, that took place in February and March in 1943, was called the Third Battle of Kharkov. The story you're going to hear is about how the war ruined the life of an ordinary Russian girl. On February 18, we took Kharkov and we jumped for joy. The long-suffering city has finally been liberated from the Germans again. In those city battles, I significantly increased the number of my personal victories. I eliminated a lot of both high and low-rank officers. At the time, we inflicted very serious damage on the Germans. Most of the troops of Group B were destroyed, which, together with the disaster at Stalingrad, became a nightmare for the Germans. We did not expect the Nazis to recover so quickly and deliver a powerful counter-strike at the junction of our divisions. We were hit by the selected units of the SS Tank Corps. I have never met such a vicious enemy in the entire war. Skilled, immensely cruel, merciless, and wounded beasts-like soldiers. Just before the German offensive, a new young sniper girl joined our group. Her name was Katya Baranova, beautiful, intelligent, former student of the Pedagogical Institute. That's the kind of people that rush to the front. They refused to stay at home and wanted to help the country. Just seeing such beauty in the trenches, in the cold among the blood, dirt and lies, hurt me. By the time I was the only woman in the sniper platoon, the men tried to take care of me. I was proud that I was as skilled as they were. I already was a quite experienced sniper and was at war for almost a year. On the other hand, I felt sorry for Katya, but on the other hand, I had a friend I could talk with and pass on the experience and knowledge I had been taught. Fighting was going on again in city blocks. The battle turned into a fierce, intense phase, and as snipers we acted like a fire platoon rather than single shooters in an ambush. We were fighting together with the infantry, but due to optics we were more efficient in eliminating the enemy. The Nazis went berserk. We shot a lot of soldiers and they knew that Soviet snipers were working in this part of the city. Then a terrible thing happened. We were holding a large multi-story department store building. The Germans were already on their 5th or 6th attack, trying to get it back. Heavy tanks came up to support their motorized infantry. They pulled up artillery and began to hit the building with direct fire. The men and I were downstairs, and Katusha took a position on the top floor. After heavy shelling, the Germans rushed to the attack and began to cut us off. Miraculously, we managed to escape. As for Katusha, she was concussed by the explosion and buried under the debris. We thought she was dead, but she didn't die. The Germans found her. Katya spent no more than 2 hours in captivity, as she told us later, but that was enough for the German monsters to break her. They immediately determined that she was neither a nurse nor an ordinary fighter, but a sniper. They found a rifle that didn't have a single notch on it yet, but they didn't care. They lost many people on the city streets these days and wanted only revenge. Katya was severely bitten and several fingers were broken with the butt of a rifle, and boiling water was splashed in her face. In a couple of hours, they changed this bright and beautiful girl dramatically. She looked like a hunted animal, shuddering from every loud sound. Her eyes were empty. She was broken. Katya was lucky, if I could say so. When she was escorted to the nearest German position where they were going to keep torturing her, a stray large-caliber mine exploded nearby. The German guards were killed. She didn't remember how she got to us. She ran and crawled, got up and ran again, and only by chance did she not get caught in the crossfire on these burning streets. We gave her tea and calmed her down. She was trembling. She stuttered, then laughed hysterically, then cried, and there were grey strands in her beautiful hair. She was sent to the hospital. She was no longer capable of fighting. I don't know anything about Kati's fate, she never came back to us. Thank you for watching the video. It was Oleg and the Red Army channel. Please leave your comments about this story and don't forget to put likes.